Hello, everybody. This is an unboxing. I'm unboxing this, but this is a showcase. This is the new Fast and Furious set. Arrived from Ken at A&J Toys. Typically, the premium stuff comes from Mattel, but Ken was nice enough to send me this case so we could get it showcased. I know this is in stores. This is nothing new, but we'll dig into some of these. Well, two of these models. There's some repeats. It's Fast and Furious, but I'll make this worth your while to watch because we're going to look at some cool cars and look at some history and blah, blah, blah. So, because I really like two of the castings in here, two of the models. You know, that's the thing with Fast and Furious. I understand everybody's complaint about the repeats, but there are some people who probably didn't get some of these models, and there's others that, well, let's just get to it. Let's just talk about this series. Premium Fast and Furious. We've got the new, I haven't talked too much about this kind of like, there's this new element to the premium packaging because they've got a new, like, it's like a silver and a gold and a maybe bronze, silver, gold, something like that, where they're kind of rating the premiums. And we'll get into that more because there's those other premium sets, those mid-premium sets with plastic wheels, new wheels, all that kind of stuff. And I'll get into it later. But this is anything car culture, Fast and Furious Premium, 2-packs, Boulevard. We'll have this gold, I think it's gold, element to the packaging just to kind of keep everything connected. All right, this is the first model, is the Nissan Skyline GTR, the BNR32. This black Skyline, we saw a basic version last year of this one from Fast and Furious, but this premium version might have been the first issue of this casting. It was technically a basic new model, but this is the second time we're seeing this. It was the very first mix of Fast and Furious Premium that we saw this model. So, like I said, some of you were not around to get this car, and it was probably harder to get. So I don't think there's any complaint. In the movies, I don't think this was heavily featured in any movie, but it's a really cool model. There is the back. Furious 7 is what it was from. There is that. If you're looking for it in stores, if that helps. But let's just get on to the other ones because that is, I mean, it's a cool model, but that's not what we're here for. Well, the repeats are the repeats, even though it is a fantastic casting. Another one that's a fantastic casting that maybe you missed out on earlier is the 2003 Honda NSX-R. Rio Sada did this one. He did the original basic version of the NSX, and then he updated this one as the Honda NSX. Not even updated, created it from scratch. The art's cool here. What movie is this one from? Fast 5. So we're looking at clean models here too, aren't we? It seems like that might be part of like the kind of sub theme in this Fast and Furious Premium is that all the cars have very clean decos. So that one's nice, but let's keep on going because the other repeat, 3 out of 5. And like I said, some of you aren't happy about this. I get it, but it does allow some people to get some models maybe they missed out on. 1970 Plymouth AAR Cuda, also in straight black. Don't think there's any difference between this one and the original from whatever series it was. Fast and Furious 6 was the movie. Yeah, everything looks the same, but it's really clean. Like, I like sets like this because the models could be Fast and Furious, or they don't have to be, right? They're just cool stock, and the art on that one is really, really nice too. Boy, that's really good art. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's get to the two that I am more interested in. This is the first one, and what a rich run it's been for the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno. This is the number 1 of 5. I didn't even do that. What movie is it from? Tokyo Drift. I'm trying to remember when this one showed up. I haven't watched that movie in a while. Art also absolutely fantastic. You could just go with that, not even worry about the model, and you've got fantastic art. Look at that. Anyway, this is the model, nice and clean, obviously playing with that theme. Let's talk about the run of this car. I didn't bring out the basics. There's a Falcon version. There's a Falcon Zamac and everything else, but let's just focus on premium. There was the Junimai A86 that was originally issued in like 2006. Compared to some of the more recent castings, some of his more recent castings before he left Hot Wheels, it's a little clunky. And this is the updated Trueno, and it just is beautiful. It's just nice and lean. It's small, like it's on scale. It seems pretty accurate. Considering the limitations that Hot Wheels has, this casting is just really, really well done. This one is from Boulevard. Very first, not first mix, but an early of the recent incarnation of Boulevard. So this one's also clean as well, in plain white with the black trim, black hood, 4-spoke wheels. Very cool. Very Japanese style of that casting. I don't know if I have these specifically in order, but we'll go through them based on what I have. This one was from the Drift. It was one of the Drift. I can't remember what it was, what the mix was called, but this one comes in the TRD colors, racing colors, also with 4 spokes. This is from Car Culture. Um, love this version with the TRD trim on it. That's not an easy thing to do, is to get the TRD trim and like the colors and the logo. Toyota can be sticklers on that. But that's really cool in the gold 4-spoke. That was a model that was, I mean, I was already like, this thing is just fantastic. And then we just keep going. From that very famous Mountain Drifters mix, we got this really cool Japanese themed drift car. This time with the 6-spoke wheels on it. And just an amazingly cool deco for that one. It was kind of a fish out of water for that mix, but I really thought that one was nice. And then just recently in Boulevard again, it pops up, and this time in Advan. So I mean, think about the run that this one has had. And you know, I'm not showing one, but I'll show it in a second. This one has had very clean white, TRD, really cool drift, and now an Advan livery. I mean, that's just like, that's about as great as it gets. And we'll get to the Fast and Furious version, but you know, the most iconic AE86 deco is the Panda deco from Initial D, and that is this one. This is the one that was, like, from what I know, the Initial D license, Hot Wheels doesn't have it in the US, but they do have it in Japan, or they can use it in Japan. And this was a mail-in. Maybe it couldn't go to retail, but it was a magazine, like, subscription mail-in. And I did a showcase on this one earlier, but this Hot Wheels, this is the best version. You get the Panda, you get the actual licensed Initial D deco on this one. I know the wheels aren't totally accurate compared to what the actual car has, but this thing is super, super clean. On the art, it's even better, but I opened it up. I can move on down so you can see those. And now we have this version. Also clean, and it just, I mean, what a perfect run. What a perfect run. They've done now a small Watanabe rim, so they can actually do these. They didn't have them at this point, from what I understand, to do on the Initial D, but now they can. So now we get this with the Watanabe rims. So I'll just I'll open this. Well, I'll put it on the turntable so you can look at it. Super, super clean. Like I said, I don't know that's connection to the movie. Don't remember it, but this is just a really beautiful, plain green, clean gray version with the Watanabe rims. It's just magnificent. I'm just such a fan of this casting, and I'm just so happy to see them all looking like that. All right, let's put this one here. Let's move these out of the way because we have to talk the RS200. We'll move the, giving this one some love for sure. And now we have this beauty. Of these two, I don't know which one I like better. But I just love that they've gone clean. This clearly was part of the subset, right? It's part of the theme. It's clean versions of each of these cars, right? That has to be the theme. This one is fantastic. I just love it as the overall family. And this one, just getting the RS200 in a nice clean white version. You've seen this hit auction houses and car shows in this look. Could have gone chrome on the rims. We can talk about that in a second. Now let's talk about the RS200. This one is also run. I said clean, right? Well, let's just talk about the previous versions. I think I have all three. I didn't pull out the ID version. I stuck with the premium. This is the first version from that rally mix. Can't remember, but it has the Ford Racing deco, which looks really good. I actually really like how they did the 5 spokes on this one, kind of a gold yellow color. There, we'll give this their spot like this. Then there was the Team Transport, really in the Ford Race Team deco, looking proper with the Watanabe rims, really cool Ford trim. Dig that one. And then just recently, right, in the diorama set, we got another Ford themed. I don't know if it's Ford Racing for sure, but this one gets the lace wheels. This one also looks cool with that gold trim. Forgetting one, not forgetting it, but I'll show it to you. There it is. This is the other one that is a little bit, just like the Initial D AE86. This is the harder one to find. You can get it, you just have to pay for it. Ford RS200 from Period Correct. I can show you the deco on this one. It's so nice. Love it with the Aero style wheels there. full wrap deco, which looks really nice as well. So that one is fantastic as well. So that's a very cool, like you got a nice racing group here of Rally RS200s, and then boom, you get the clean version. This is the car that it reminds me of the most, is just in the recent Team Transport, the clean version of the Mercedes CLK. Love the racing version we got of this one, but you also see the street versions, and I don't think it has the big spoiler, but just that really clean look for this one, which was a big highlight last year for me, and now this one joins that in its plain white. We'll put it on the turntable so you can see it. Rims look good. I kind of wish they were chrome, but not kind of. I wish they were chrome, but it's not terrible. It's not going to kill this one because this casting is just so gorgeous. And when you get these clean versions, it just highlights how beautiful it is. It's just got that unique front look with the headlights and the fog lights. The rounded, it's just perfection. It's just perfection. Looks like they even like detailed the intakes on the roof and kept everything just super, super clean. I am absolutely in love with this. You guys tell me what you think about this mix. Look, with these two, I'm really happy. Really happy. I understand the repeats, but I don't think these repeats are terrible because of the clean versions and the fact that a couple of them are fairly old. And so if they're going to do repeats, they're doing, I think, significant ones, especially Skyline fans getting that black R32, which is super clean. I like this mix. For what it is, I really like this mix. And these two are big, big highlights. You guys tell me what you think. I'm happy with these. Thanks, A&J Toys, for sending that. Bye.